Hello YouTube, thanks for all your reviews and comments. So the day you've been waiting for has finally arrived, and I'm going to make a tutorial of the disco floor. Now to start off real quick, you might, however wide you want to make your disco floor, so in this case 5 wide, that's about how much space you want to have to work with underneath, plus about 3 or so. So you'll notice the disco floor is off the ground, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've already done the first few steps here, so we have our 5x5 disco floor. The next step after that is to put another layer of stone, or another layer of bricks directly underneath it, and that'll allow your redstone torch to power each redstone lamp individually, which is what you want. Then after that we build a ring around the 5x5 square, one directly below it, and this is where the torches will go. So on one side you want to have all the torches, the other side you can only have room for 3. So you have torches covering one side, and then only excluding, yeah, anyway, you get it. Now as far as for what's going to make these turn on and off, you want this sort of thing, and I built this just to show you the part that we're looking at. And it looks like this. So we've got repeaters here that power this redstone and turn that one on, and it is basically kind of an inversion thing, so when we hit the lever, everything works just like we want it to. I put the redstone lamps on top of the block so you can see it better, but actually these will be powering the torches. So you want to have about like that. And then from there you make your pattern of repeaters. You also have to make sure this is on the right side with 5. Has to be the side with 5 on it underneath. And then you put your blocks there. Torches, it doesn't really matter what side the torches are on, they just have to be powering the repeaters. And then for the purpose of compactness, we can put the torches like that, but right on top, like that. And this will, it's just more compact, so we don't have this big branching out effect. And those will come in handy later, or we'll get back to those later. So now we have this side with 3, which is slightly simpler. So you make a pattern like that. Same thing as before, just a bit different. Alright, now if you'll notice, there's a pattern starting to take place here. And then same thing as we did over there on this side. Make sure your patterns are the same. You don't want any mess ups here. Alright, so now we've got the entire outside all organized and lit up like we want to. Now it's going to look a little bit weird because when we put this all together, this side will have to be on while that side's off and vice versa, so that's why this pattern's messed up. See, if we turn this side off, for example, then it would look like it's supposed to. But we'll fix that later when we put it all together. Now we have to wire up the inside. And so what you want to do for that, you want to have this 3x3 box, or rectangle I guess you could say, and you have torches all on the inside of that. Like that. Now we have to power each one of these torches. One of the easy ways to do that is, sorry about that. Anyway, the easiest way to do that is to put a block in the middle with redstone on it, and that way the torch here will power this, and that'll turn this off. And we want to do that on all 4 sides. And then whatever side has just 1 torch on it instead of this side that has 2, you want to add a block right here, have a repeater go into there, and you want a torch underneath that. And that will provide your other inversion for the other sides of the square. You want to wire this up so that it gets power from there, because we'll be adding power to this block right here. Now let's take a look at what we've got so far. It's looking good. I know it's got that kind of weird pattern, but it's okay. It'll all work out in the end. So if we wanted to test it, we could put power to this. And yeah, it's working fine. So now the only block we have left to do is the middle block, that guy right there. So to get him, you gotta dig down and put a torch right there. Now you can go even farther underground, or you can try to sneak it out. Either one. Either way works fine. And you want to base that on whether it's on and off. So we want it, if we were to wire it up, we want it on right now. So it has to be hooked up with whatever power source is on, which would be a side power source. So one of these, and that should work just fine. So now let's test that. We'll test it. See if we've got everything working the way we want it. And so we just need to fix the problem that this isn't. Oh. That's the reason. There. There we go, all nice and happy. So now comes the part where we wire up all the 4 sides together. So to do that, we want to pick a side to start with, any side. So why don't we start with this one? This will be our starting side. And we want to make it so when this side goes on, the other side will go off. So that means we need an inversion. And we can do that like this, if you want, or actually a better way would probably be doing it like that. That would be more compact and space efficient. So we want this to go like that. Make sure that doesn't cross over, and we don't want any mess up all up here. So forget what I said, just do it the old way. And then we'll just make another inversion right there. And then that will go and power this sucker right here. And then we just do the same thing with this side. Yeah, I don't have much time left, so hopefully we'll get this finished. Okay, now we just hook up your little clock there and attach it to the main thing, and make sure there's a repeater right here, and then that will give power, to your whole disco floor. Synchronizing it is a different issue, and I'll do that in a later video. Also make sure you don't have any redstone right there next to a block like that, or else it'll freeze up and you don't want that. Alright, thanks for watching.